Alright, I'm gonna get started with my stream, because Dream appears to be dead. That's unfortunate, but he's in the channel with me, so he'll probably figure it out, or he won't.
Reset.
Oh, there you are.
Change this last
Same,
time.
buddy, same.
But I did say hi the first time, but unfortunately...
Yeah, I think it queued up. Bloodwings wanted me to tell you that Molly should text her for a real woman. Wait, was it real woman or real man? Real woman, okay. just thought I'd let you know, buddy.
Sorry.
Oh, no, Molly deserves a real woman, that's it.
I got raided by Dante, and I missed it completely, so now I feel bad. Can we just take a second? I am not on my game today, so let's hold the giving Molly a real woman for about 2 minutes, and then you can queue up from the top.
He's busy, so he's not even addressing
While I
it.
fix my shit. My stuff is a fix. I was going to add something, but
okay.
I did it a bit too late. Anyway, thank you, Dante, for the raid. I'm sorry I missed. Big apologies for missing that. I was on Chrome and fixing my TeamSpeak because I had a baby in my ear crying that I wasn't talking to him.
Bitch.
Now I am closing all these tabs I need to close. Okay.
Wow, okay, I'll see you in a few minutes.
I'm here.
Alright, anyway. We're on for Friday night fights. Looks like round one is getting started here. So, a few things to update. Number one, we did do some mission dev last night. However, when I moved on to the Mass Effect missions, my power cut. So, I'm going to be trying to do those either late tonight or tomorrow night, depending on when I have time. Because tonight we have this, Mass Effect, DayZ, and then by then it's going to potentially be like midnight. So if I feel like continuing, I will. However, I do have a like an 11 o'clock joint top that Charlotte is hosting. So I have to make sure I'm there for that. And then we have other stuff. I think I owe Revy another op, so actually I need to get that dev'd out. So, and then there's a Saturday night, late night op that also needs to be dev'd. So actually Mass Effect might not show up till Saturday or Sunday at this rate. I haven't chosen an Anti-Stasi map. That'll be determined when I have the opportunity to. So, yeah, great. Anyway, yeah, Pay for Pain menu is live for the Saturday Stillwater event. You can look at that through ! menu. There's some very interesting things in there that I'm kind of scared of, but I also know that are never going to get touched. So, I'm good. Yeah, everything's great. But otherwise, that's it for announcements on my end. I'll play the Stillwater ad in the the interim of round one and round two. Otherwise, let's go ahead and see if Dream's ready.
Oh, you back now?
Yeah, I am.
Again.
Yeah. Are you good now?
I was fine. I was ready to talk. You muted yourself.
Yes, because you said you were busy.
No.
All right.
Busy. I said I was just closing a couple tabs.
You want to get started on the round?
Yeah, I've been ready.
Okay, let's go.
Okay.
We're in.
I know. Are you starting? Am I starting?
I just asked you if you're starting.
Okay, I'll start. Okay. So it is Blue 4 versus Red 4. Blue 4 will be... they've still got that stupid glitch, which is really annoying. I actually don't even know who's attacking or defending. I imagine Blue 4 has... Yeah, Blue 4.
Op 4 is attacking, Blue 4 is defending.
So Blue 4 defending a sector and a terminal. Briefing is as follows: 600-meter view distance. That is a low-ass view distance. Dante says to let you know that you smell like applesauce. Anyway, continuing on.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's all the briefing we get. 54, 5 points. So low view distance, low.
There's a Mass Effect up tonight, yes.
Damn. As for Op 4's loadout, they are the Russian VDV. So Avid Russians, AK
74.
74. I can never remember. They all look the same. AK-74 with the underslung, SVDs for the marksmen, RPGs for the AT guys, PKPs and RPKs respectively. They have 4 gas transports and 6 assault boats. Blue 4 are the US Army, so very much a return to average form. M4s with the underslungs.
Technically Mark 18s.
Mark 11 mottos for the Blue 4 marksmen, mini-me's for the auto riflemen, M136 single shots for the AT guys, and That is the 240 Bravo.
Quick note from the admin. Apparently, they're giving Blue for a static M240 with a 4x optic and 1,200 rounds. Okay.
Fair enough. And that is that for Blue.
I'm not sure there's a good place to put it.
And Bravo and their kits and such. Sorry, you smell like stale applesauce.
Okay. Bursty leading Blue 4, Fonz as his 2IC, Curie leading Alpha with Ghost, Roderick, Murphy, Henry, Najaper, and Goose. Norris leading Bravo with Emil Gates, Marstik, Niki, and Hasser. Charlie has Pogrom, Grishowski, Wiki Quartz, and Skipu. Volti leading Delta with Donadis, Desert, and Grav. Puma leading Op 4 for Bravo, or excuse me, Op 4 under command. With Whiplash leading Alpha with Cullis, Nekomata, Yanni, Malin, Katz, and Iander. Eric leading Bravo with Kazaga, Ash, Mike, Rana, Tackleberry, and Kabubi Face. Nas leading Charlie with Colin, Balloon Knot, Kremet, Cheeseburger, Wombat, Horno, and Lolo. Delta has Rizbo, Depso, and Zixme all together. Also, yes, I need to put the prediction up, so give me 1 second.
Interesting. I mean, why give them the Vic? Is this such an unfair position? Actually, you know what? Looking at this defensive position, it is hell. But I don't think a vehicle. Is it the Humvee with the Humvee with the 240, right?
No, just a static for Blue 4 with a 240 and a 4x magnifier, yeah. So I don't know. Op 4 just have transport trucks, but I don't think they're even going to use them. Maybe.
Yeah,
maybe like up to the Riv Calio point and then dismount there and then walk in, because otherwise you'd just be driving right into the objective, which Blue 4 could, I think, teleport to, because we do have a small Blue 4 box around that terminal site. Op 4 also have the option of using boats, which, I mean, maybe they drive that down to the coast, but Blue 4 can just send a group down to the coast to counter that. So I don't know, but at the same time, this AO, I mean, there's a lot of trees, there's a lot of foliage in the way, so it's not going to be that effective, but...
this is the other reason why I don't understand why they've been given a static with a 4x scope on it. Like, the best place you could do it is at, I think this is the sect position, and look over the trees, but even then, you're not going to be able to see anything.
Yeah, there's not really a lot of good places to put it.
That static's going to be seen before it sees anything.
Well, okay, maybe if you look at 0.76 at 045-099 and face it towards the other objective, you do have some semi-decent sight lines here, but yeah, there's still a lot of foliage in the way, so there's still a few positions where it can kind of look at the terminal site itself, so it might be able to get a pick-off or two, but it looks like they're bringing it forward, actually, to use it in the terminal objective instead, which, again... It's dense forest, so unless they find a really good keyhole and they're lucky with their opponent utilizing that keyhole, which could happen because there's no way to really see it on the map, but you never know. But I think that static, if it at least gets like, maybe 2 or 3 kills, for the numbers we're seeing, this is about a 25v25. Yeah, a few could make the difference, so we'll just have to see how things play out. Hey, Horizon, how you doing?
I think, you know what will work best here? And we see it a lot. I think a proactive defense. So a defense that doesn't necessarily stay in the confines of their objective and can use the cover they have to fight in the trees and then move back and break up 4 lines.
Proactive. Go ahead.
Yeah, well, basically, just what I mean by that is just because we see like defenses push teams out of their positions to try and cut off the attackers' lines.
So I've only seen proactive defenses work when you can box out the entirety of your opponent's attack wave through a choke point, which does happen in some AOs, but this one, I mean, there's way too many ways where Op4 can just flank around and actually push on the objectives themselves, because it's a big risk, because usually you don't leave anyone on defense of the sectors themselves, and what usually happens is your opponent will get a force through, get them on the objective, and then at least take one out, which causes everyone else on your side to panic and push to the other objective, and it just becomes a race to whoever gets there first. In this AO, I think the best strategy would probably be holding the sector, because you're on this really nice hill, you do have some overwatch capability, but at the same time, it's also very tough because there's a massive amount of foliage around. So this is just going to be CQC forest fighting, which players like Scandi, like groups from OFCRI like NASA's or Depso and Zixme do excel in, because it's whoever can basically, in the firefight, maneuver around and outflank your opponent first.
So I have now noticed that this entire area isn't just a hill. There is actually multiple entries into an underground passage. So if you go to the sector objective to the southwest, there's a bunch of underground passages that Op4 or Blue4 can pass through.
Right, but there's only one way up, and you better believe that they're going to lock that down. So
yeah, but I think it's interesting because they have to now lock 2 places. Obviously, they have to lock their front. So yeah, I agree with you. Why would you ever go to the only thing you should be doing at the terminal objective is placing an explosive and then fucking off back to the sector.
Turn it into a trap objective.
Yeah, unfortunately, we see it, and I know a lot of people talk badly about it, but you kind of need to turtle this objective.
I would say for the sector one, yes. For the terminal one, I also agree, but at the same time, with how close your opponent's going to be able to get to the objective, specifically in grenade range, then
that's what I mean.
This is going to get negated pretty hard.
Abandon the terminal one, stick a bunch of explosives on it, maybe on the northern side as they push up, and then on the actual inside, and then just leave. But it seems like they're actually using some of their... They get 50 fortified points, and I think one of those sandbags costs 5.
Yeah, they're using it all on that objective, and then they've built, like... Actually, no, I think some of these towers on the other objective are pre-placed, so it's just all in on there, but they're doing a force split, which... is just going to give up for the advantage. Yes, that is the admin on a bike, but I think based off of the strategy Blue 4 is picking and based off of the players on Op 4, I think this is a pretty easy Op 4 victory.
Oh yeah, Blue 4 can pull it out if they're just smart about how they maneuver it out.
Crusader about 55.
I don't think Red 4 are going to go anywhere near the boats.
No, the boats are a death trap here, because what's stopping Blue 4 from rushing down on the coast and killing all those guys, and those boats are too slow. If they were like RHIBs, then Op 4 would have the speed to actually get down there, so...
Yeah, but with this, they'll use the vehicles to set up a line.
Right, Otech, I think I was told that you would do that.
Push all squads into a single objective. They'll set up a line. And if Blue 4 are able to fight and you know, get a decent, maybe kill a squad or of Red 4 and then push back, then it's all go back to that, you know, that war of attrition. It's going to slow way the hell down, and then you're just going to see Red 4 sending guys into a slaughter, which is what Blue 4 they want to set up a slaughter on every angle they can, but it's easier said than done, of course. But looking at the vehicle positions, they may ride the coast, because there is a pretty direct line all the way up the coast. Meaning, there is. Yeah, you can ride a vehicle all the way up the coast, avoiding most of the trees and getting around.
And the rocks, you just gotta be mindful of the rocks on the coast. I could see that, them driving all the way up to the western flank of the sector objective and just going up that way and then back capping the other one. Again, though, with how thick this forest is, there isn't really any predictable way Blue 4 will be able to see Op 4 coming. And with the number count here, it's just... I don't think Blue 4 wants to risk putting units out of the objective here. Sorry, I'm watching the bicycle guy run over all the Blue 4 people.
Go. Jesus. See, this is why the bicycles are a stain on the earth. They're dangerous. More dangerous than cars, I promise.
Just trying to remember how many people got run over by a car in a previous FNF match compared to this.
This is why the press are shot up.
Yeah, no surprise there.
He dies as soon as the game starts.
But either way, this one, I can't tell you how it's going to be executed by Op 4, but this is more than likely an Op 4 victory, unless there's a massive upset. But, I mean, it's just a wait and see at this point.
It's more like I'd say it's more like 80 to 20%.
I mean, yes, pay for paint is going to be late, especially for European slots,
right,
but that's why we're doing
like one or two like big mistakes.
I just don't see Op4 making a mistake here because there's not really any terrain to allow for that. The only thing that would be a mistake is if they charge in with vehicles, and Pierce doesn't play anymore, so there's no risk of that. Looks like you got it right, by the way. They are going to drive up the coast with the trucks. Yeah. And then the rest of this, I mean... Yeah, no, I think they're going to go up the coast, dismount, push through Korkila, and then up to the sector, take that, kill the small amount of infantry here. That gives Blue 4 one opportunity with this group of infantry to get multiple mass cases to cause... Hey, if you look at the sector and you look to the west, there's a bunch of things going off in the water for some weird reason. I've never seen that before.
Have you not?
No.
I've seen that quite a few times. Random water text just explode for no reason.
I've never seen that before. That's weird. But regardless, that gives Blue 4 one opportunity to cause mass casses so that Op4 loses their number advantage on attacking the other sector. But even if they get a few, because Blue 4 is going to be so tightly packed in this zone, they're just going to get grenaded to death. Blue 4 might also make a mistake of pushing units out and making a far perimeter here or trying to hunt for Op4. In which case, chunks of Blue 4 might be out of position, and Op4 might just, you know, push on through. So again, I don't see Op4 making any mistakes here. I see potential for Blue 4 mistakes here, but in these AOs, especially with how Blue 4 separated themselves, that's an oof. You know, like there's like everything's kind of stacked against Blue 4 here, and I already see Blue 4 doing a few pitfalls. So again, how I would do this with Blue 4 is I would literally just turtle the sector objective. You would basically make a few different defensive lines, like an outer perimeter on the Blue 4 area where all these like hills are, the rocks too, and then you can pull forces around as Op4 comes in to initiate flanking attacks. You can even send forces one side of the AO and flank them around to the other where your opponent is attacking from. You could definitely do a lot of good sandwich maneuvers here, but you need your entire force, and it's just not going to happen.
I think using, because it was 50. The average point tally we see for defenders to build some stuff up is like 100, 150.
Yeah, I'm not surprised by that separation, Angel.
50 fortified points, and these sandbags, I think, costing about either 2 or 5 per, depending on which ones you pick. Look, okay, look where they put the static. It's on the terminal, top of the bunker.
Facing south?
Facing the way they need to retreat.
Do they not know where Op4... They have to not know where Op4 is coming from, then.
Yeah, they must not know where Op4 is coming from.
Because that... Like, look at the size of the AO here, so there's no way they would know. So, I've been going about this the wrong way without that critical information, but even then, my point still stands of they should have just perimetered the sector objective.
They're sending them out. Blue 4, Charlie, Delta and Alpha seemingly are all abandoning the terminal position mainly. Well, Alpha definitely are. Charlie, I think, are now moving off, and Delta might be holding a bit closer than usual. Oh my god, look at the sector. They're sending a team south. They don't know where they are. Oh no, they're sending them onto the rocks. Sorry, okay, that's not as bad as I thought it was. But yeah, they don't know where Red 4 are.
I feel like as an AO choice, especially with the player counts we've been getting for FNF, Blue 4 should know where Op 4 is coming from on this one, because otherwise you're just further causing Blue 4 to separate into smaller pieces, and it's not fair. I'm gonna be honest. It does not feel fair here. We're gonna probably see first contact in about...
Send in Goat Team 6.
3 hours.
Now.
I'd say maybe 5, but more likely 10 minutes. We could see someone like Marciak catch them moving from the coast here, but that's pretty much it. Looks like they're actually veering off, and they're gonna start driving on the dirt path, and we'll see them do a dismount in about a minute or two. Shadow, thanks for the 13-month resub, buddy. Hope you keep enjoying the operations. Hope you get a nice kick out of this scenario.
Going to be harder. It just depends on which route they take, because they could end up finding the gap, because the gaps or the openings into the actual cliffside are decently hidden, unless you're paying attention. So they could just straight book a Ghost for the Hill, and there you go. You have your dismount. Seem like it's going to be a team push. Maybe they'll break in the middle of the line and go up to the sector first, because Blue 4. Moving to the sector first is a better idea, because if they do take that sector, Blue 4 have a significantly harder attack, and they're just going to have to move back. FNF mega flank, here we go. Yeah, of course.
They're not doing a force split, right? Op 4?
No, they would never. They would never. That would be silly if they did that, Liru. That would be really silly if they did that.
I think they're just having Charlie. No, oh god.
Liru, no, they're not doing. Please.
No, why are 2/3 going east and one heading south?
Just stay together. Just stay together in a strong line.
Now, because of how Blue 4 has split themselves apart, this is still going to potentially work.
Yeah. Oh.
That was Blue 4 firing randomly in the southern direction. I don't know why.
Okay, no, I don't think they're forced. No, they are. No, okay, sorry, I just lied. Unless...
No, it looks like they're setting up some sort of weird battle line for the sector objective, but that's also putting them dangerously close to the terminal objective. So, What's the yellow zone?
That's they don't know where the terminal is. Brentford
Gotcha.
don't know where the terminal is. So as a surgeon, we know obviously where it is.
I see why they did it, because there's a bunch of towers and everything that they gotta grab.
They made it rather obvious where it's gonna be. Is the
yeah, but Op 4 is doing a unified battle line, but is gonna touch both objectives at the same time.
PFC McKee is about to get a direct line on. Oh no, okay, he walks away.
No, he's flanking around, but I'm a little. I don't think Op 4 is meaning to attack both positions at once, but they might actually.
No, yeah, I think they realized. Yeah, they realized.
Yeah, so one group folded in.
Has yet to realize. Well, Yanni's got those pikes, because Yanni loves those pikes.
Yep. The pikes are grenade launcher rounds that they can guide into a target.
Carrigan and Horno about to walk directly up on McKee. Oh. What?
Hell yeah.
Damn, this new camo really works. Oh, Carrigan knows. Misses all the shots.
Hit him once. No, hit him once.
Oh.
I think it was an arm hit, though.
McKee knows. All of Blue 4 are now going to know that they're coming in from the western side. But I don't think that matters much.
Cheeseburger spots McKee.
Ooh,
and gets the kill.
McKee. Yeah, I don't think it matters much anymore. But Red 4 have already started their attack. You've got Marchetic in it. Look at the Marchetic. That's a
that is a good spot. Yeah, I was looking at that earlier. That's why I said he might be the one to spot them coming in, but there was another guy a little forward. You already have Wombat in the sector, and the sector's gone red.
Did they have no? They had no one in the sector. Perfect.
Mass, I think, just tried to do a noob too, but it landed short. Grenades going down. Retaliatory grenades going. Oh, and he gets sniped.
That was Cheeseburger, who now is on 2. Here goes Kremet, trying to find their way up. And this is where the funny, the jankiness of enhanced movement will help them a lot. But yeah, Red 4 have piled in and taken Blue 4's, I mean, definitely probably their, I mean, you could make an argument for it not being their strongest position, for it being so wide and open, but if you had all of your units...
There goes Norse.
Yeah,
who was watching that entryway that I was talking about. Can be a fatal funnel if it's used, but not when the back door doesn't need to be covered if the front door is wide open. He turned that into a sex joke, didn't he?
The best thing for the remaining Blue 4 around this area is just stay quiet and stay hidden, and then you can do something. Then you can take them from behind and pick them off slowly.
All right, Hunt IR rounds going up. Still have a few Blue 4 stragglers in the back. Bravo, I think, trying to get a shot on Depso here. That's Emil with the marksman rifle. Gets a knockout on Depso, yep.
That Mark 11 motto. My beloved.
Oh, it says it wasn't captured in time. Yeah. Darn, crazy. Okay.
Damn, that round went really quick. Also, I'm noticing Gates, I think the name was. Yep, Gates went up on there, got spotted.
Still no one on Op 4 dead. Maybe Hasser here can change that.
You got Emil as well. It was Kerrigan, nope. Emil's managed to sneak his way around. Nope. Okay.
Kabubi gets the headshot immediately on him. Depso woke back up.
So we are currently an entire squad bar one down. Norris, Gates, Montetic, McKee, Hasser, all dead. Emil, the last one remaining, and he's deep in enemy lines. Ooh. Could get a couple with the Mark 11 motto. Blue 4, for some reason, are sending some teams around either to assault or just a picket team to just try and find out if they're gonna, or what direction they're gonna come from. As there's a fight.
Well, no, it's Rizbo trying to run up the hill as he takes marksman shots from Emil.
Oh, okay. Well, giving himself away now. Anyway, Blue 4 at this point should consolidate their forces and hope.
That's not what they're doing, though. Looks like they're sending a small counterattack. Wow.
Hey, that's what I was saying. I was hoping it was going to be a small picket team just to maybe find out which way they're going to come from. But no, it seems like they're wrapping all the way around with an entire squad, leaving the main area completely vulnerable to a push. And this Alpha squad will probably come in behind them as Red 4 make their full push onto the last objective and take it. I genuinely wouldn't be shocked, as I may be about to jinx it, that Red 4 could only lose about like 2 or 3 guys here.
Well, Rizbo's getting shot at by Emil again.
Oh, but here comes Kerrigan.
T appeared and...
Oh, Rizbo's been lagged. Emil had to reload. Kerrigan's got to hurry up.
Meanwhile, Op 4 is beginning their advance on the other sector. And Emil gets killed. Wombat about to be on the flank of a few Blue 4 guys. He's got his gun on his back. That's a mistake. Wikicourts is about to punish him for his hubris. But Wombat runs away.
Wombat, my hero.
What?
He's a combat spec as well, so.
Throw the satchel, Wombat.
And look, he's drawn all of them. He's drawn all of them away.
Why are 4 people now going after Wombat? What?
He drew all of them away. That was it.
For one guy?
The entire time. Liru, their plan, it was perfect. One guy just completely just destroys the lines of Blue 4's defense as the other teams move in and push.
Okay, Zixme woke up. He's now driving into the AO. Depso pushing up.
You got the entirety of Alpha all still coming up.
Depso scores another kill. Still no Op 4 KIA. Let's see if I just caster curse Depso as he moves into this area.
Yep.
Awesome. So we finally have an Op 4 kill, but about a fourth of Blue 4 is all dead.
Let's be honest, it was Depso. It doesn't count.
Damn, that's... Wow, anyway.
Goes down.
Oh, hey, look, Blue 4 are trying to counterattack on the south, but all of Op 4 is now pushing to the objective. Isn't that crazy?
It's almost like I called the exact thing happening.
Whoa.
It's almost like we've seen... How many...
We've seen it happen at least a dozen times.
No, Liru, this surely has to be the first time that's ever
happened. No, it'll work. It'll work, I swear. Kabubi, though, he might be the first casualty here unless he catches him. Henry and Kabubi spot each other. Kabubi kills him. Kabubi gets another kill because he stole a 240.
Oh no, guys.
Ghost misidentifies Kabubi, and Kabubi kills him. Kabubi's on 4 kills. Terminal has been hacked.
Murphy doesn't realize.
Murphy gets knocked by Kabubi. Goose wakes back up as Kabubi reloads. Goose doesn't know to check his 6 as Kabubi puts another box in and murders Oh god, he's going for the handgun and he gets... Oh, anyway, all of this Blue 4 group is almost dead. Murphy wakes back up only to get killed by Kabubi. Kabubi on 6 now.
This entire team's being torn to shreds by a single man with Booby in his name.
Yeah. Yeah, this is going as well as we would have predicted here.
1, 2, Redfall, sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people. 5 people. Now it just needs to stay under 5 and my prediction will be correct.
Oh boy, Snodge Pro's knocked out. He woke back up. Terminal's still being hacked. A few Blue 4 guys pushed back in, but they're dead. Did one of them just get RPG'd?
Just got RPG'd in the face and scared tackle so much he fell off the rock above him.
Yeah, there's still only been 5 Op4 deaths. Meanwhile, Blue 4 have 3 people still alive.
Look at Volty. Volty's still... Oh no, Volty has just died. Okay. Well.
Yeah, he glitched out for me too. It was saying he was alive till I scrolled over to him. Hack is done. Pogrom also just got killed by Kerrigan. So, yeah. There is 1 Blue 4 guy remaining. His name is Kerry. And he gets killed by Kabubi! Kabubi on 7 kills. Kabubi killed a third of Blue 4's force. Well, a fourth.
So how many just before it ends? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Red 4 dead. I was correct.
Yep.
Only less than 5 or less than Red 4 were going to die on this push because they sent their main strongest alpha force as a fucking... We see it every week. We see it every week. Guys, I have a really good idea. Guys. Think
No, but it'll work this time. It'll work this time, Dream.
Listen, we send a team out. So they're attacking this point now, but what they'll never expect is a team to come on behind them. But we have to be careful about it. So let's send them on a really wide circle around them, so that they catch them by surprise. What's that? Oh, we're being attacked, and the strongest part of our force is already behind them, but not being able to catch up because they move at the same fucking speed as them. Oh, what's that? I'm about to die. Oh, what's that? I've lost them.
Yeah, 3 points for Op4. Yep.
How could I have seen this coming? It's not like I have thousands and thousands and thousands of hours of VODs from multiple different streamers watching this event. I must try it again. Dream,
I know why it didn't work.
Why didn't it work?
You didn't send enough forces on the flanking attack.
God damn it. They did.
Send more this time.
They didn't go wide enough.
Oh, yeah, right.
2 teams this time.
Yeah, 2 teams and, like, double the width. That way, when our main objective gets attacked, they won't even be there to stop. Wait, they already did that once. Damn.
Liru, it's fine. They have cars this time. That means they'll be quicker, but we should make sure they dismount at least 2 clicks out, just so it's safe.
All right, I'm going to run the Stillwater ad. By the way, Stillwater, pay for pain tomorrow at 10 o'clock. I'm forcing Dream to go over there. You can look at the menu with exclamation point menu. And, yeah, there's some really funny things in there. Anyway, let's get to it.
Are you incapable of living a normal life after your 3rd deployment to Takistan? Do regular military units consider you to be psychologically unfit for continued service? Or are you just tired of scavenging the deep, crusty corners of the internet for more pictures of your waifu? Then Stillwater Security Solutions is the company for you. Based out of a surplus Chinese landing ship, Stillwater Security Solutions is a group made up of players that no longer find entertainment in playing Arma in the usual ways. With us, you, the players, are responsible for choosing contracts, managing company and personal finances, interpreting intel, and conducting operations. We even have a super autistic spreadsheet that rivals the likes of EVE Online in levels of autism. This spreadsheet helps us run the in-game economy and track gear across every contract. We are not a milsim. You don't even need to fill out an application to play with us. We are currently looking to hire literally anyone that is 18 up, has an IQ above room temperature, and the ability to operate multiple individual weapon systems. General contractors are always welcome, but areas in direct need for applicants are the following: pilots and aircrew. These operators need to be supported from the sky. From gunships to cargo planes, all manner of methods are required for keeping Stillwater in the air and over there. Don't worry about navigating ground fire, most of our helicopters crash from terrain impacts. The bar is not high. Medical station. Our hard-working combat lifesavers work tirelessly to keep contractors like you from the bottom bunk of a gravestone. Headed by former EMS and paramedics, our medical staff is well trained and equipped to keep soldiers of fortune up to date and in the know on how to save and be saved in combat.
Why does the IFAC packing list have 4 tourniquets? If I personally need 4 tourniquets, the only intervention I need is divine or copper jacketed.
If you get sent a random video from these guys, don't watch it. You're not missing out. Field Support Services. They say infantry is the queen of battle, but somebody has to pamper that bitch. Field Support is always standing by to operate all necessary equipment and reinforce every position possible. Mortars, artillery, tanks, and fortifications make Field Support the force multiplier for taking home a victory in the modern mercenary landscape. Stillwater Security Solutions, the best in class for mercenary work around the globe. Apply now.
Alright. So yeah, there you go. Should have the mission command updated. At least I hope. Right. But we've got a few different, like, pay-for-pain related things tonight. Schedule for tonight is we'll be covering round 2 of this, and then I will be either doing some mission dev streaming, or I guess I should stream. Well, I do have editing I need to work on, too. I don't know. Next guaranteed stream is going to be 8 o'clock for Mass Effect, and then we'll do 10 o'clock DayZ, and then we potentially will do more mission deving. It'll just depend on everything. There's quite a few things I need to get done, so I'll probably be using the end of this. I mean, between that and 8 o'clock, we do have like a 3-hour chunk of time, so I might as well do some mission dev streaming in the interim, at least for the 31st Steel Legion op, so we'll go from there. Yeah, I know, Angel, and there's only going to be, like, 3 medic slots unless we actually somehow have enough people for 3 squads, which I doubt. So, 2 people are just going to go in there with no guns as a standard operative slot and be practically useless. So, you know. C'est la vie on that, though. But there's a way I can also add monetization, like pay-for-pain elements to that Congo campaign, but I'm going to, you know, give it at least 3 to 4 weeks, and then it'll be, like, special contracts for that. But we'll get there when we get there. There's a lot of things in development. We just have to wait and see, you know? All right. Just trying to think. That's really it. I might do a second DayZ stream this weekend to make up for the fact we didn't do any last weekend. That'll probably be done either Saturday night or Sunday night. Maybe Saturday before the pay-for-pain. So we'll see how things go. The Mass Effect op tonight is going to be day. Mission 3 of that campaign. Yeah. I think all of the ops, I mean, one of them it doesn't matter, but the other ones are going to be, they're all going to be day. We don't really have to mess with night op related stuff yet. Oh, I never slotted. That's awkward. Where is me? Let's... There we go. Cool, I am tweaking low light, so for the Op 5... What? Is that a Google Translate malfunction? Because I... What? Oh, we're on Columbia. I didn't fix the map command there. Let me do that real quick. that is a big AO. And that is, what, the 2 terminals. There's a bunch of... Why are there a bunch of yellow exclamation points? That's weird. And the sector's next to that first terminal. Massive MSR to use from the green 4 spawn. Blue 4 might be able to immediately push on that, but we're probably going to see green 4 drive through. This is what I'm assuming is going to happen. And then they can use that forest. Like, that is the easiest route to take. They do have to end up driving through the jungle, but then again, they could also do this and either dismount, or they can do... Wait, no, that's the map border. Darn.
Liru, we did this bit last week.
Yes, I know.
Let's be honest.
You're right. There's easier... Yes. Yes, that is exactly what they're going to do. How are they going to get through the river? Don't know.
Dismount
It's just going to happen. Yep.
No, okay, you know what? We didn't do this last time, so I'm going to show you. So we didn't explain what the defenders are going to do.
Oh, yeah.
So when Green 4... So say they take your line. When Green 4 eventually attack through that forest, what the defenders are going to do is they're going to send every single person, like the strongest team, and you know they'll slip up here. They might go for a quick dip. Maybe they'll go for a quick holiday. They'll go for a quick plane fly. Maybe they'll land back here and go for another dip, and then go north, and then go around. Maybe they'll go in their spawn for a bit. Just chill there, and then they'll come up behind them, and then at the very end they'll be questioning why they lost.
Right. Riddle, I don't think Op 5 is gonna need that. Op 5 isn't.
But yeah, if we look at this plainly, your plan is the most obvious one and possibly the best one. I mean, the obvious you can like this isn't even me kidding around. That you can go east and do the same thing on that.
Just a lot of maneuvering.
Yeah, but it depends on what vehicles they have, which is what we're going to find out.
Both sides have an IFV. Green 4 has transport and an LSV2, which is the Quillen.
You're spoiling it early.
It said it in the mission.
Shh.
I already have it in the mission command.
Shh. We need to fill in the 15-minute timer.
I mean, I am by trying to answer what, like, some people are talking about when I'm talking about other missions. Because someone's saying that they're going to add, like, the potential for low light settings in one of my ops. And they're talking about a mission in a campaign that I'm confused about why.
What?
Yeah, but the ship's going to be lit. Like, okay, whatever.
Yeah, it's going to be lit. What are we talking about?
I'm trying to have Alexa ban the best Arma 3 player from the TeamSpeak, but she's not integrated into this TeamSpeak, so I can't.
Why am I not being banned?
I know, right? It's crazy. Anyway, you want to take it off?
Yeah, mission details, task, Blue 4 are once again defending. Love that for them.
2 terminals and a sector.
Yeah. So, Blue 4 defending 2 terminal sector, Info obviously attacking the opposite. Mission details for view distance of 1750 and fortified points of 150. So, quite a long view distance on this one's area of operations. The retreating military have mined existing military areas. It is not advised to enter these compounds. A local mining operation has cleared out an additional path through the forest. This is marked on your map with a brown line. Mission rules: mines recovered from military zones cannot be reused. So I imagine the yellow exclamation points on the map are old military positions that are mined to shit, which means you could go and get the mines, but you're not allowed to reuse them. So you can only dismantle or disarm them, but not reuse them. So no reduce, reuse, recycle over here.
That
guys.
would be so cool if they could do that, though.
It would be, but they can't. Anyway, as for their kits, Blue 4 are the US Navy Special Forces. They'll be having the M4s. M4s will be understanding Mark 11 mottos, Mini-Me's, and the 240 Bravo single-shot launcher M136.
Those are MK18s again, but whatever.
Nice. And then an MP7, which has got camo on it. So someone unlocked the camo. They got, I think it's 25 kills for that one. So congratulations to that player. As for their vehicles, they'll have the Badger IFV with what seems to be another. We have another one, the Mark 44 Bushmaster, which I think that does mean it has an autocannon on it, which will be AP only.
All right, Val, if that's what you want to do, feel free.
And then a 7.62.
Just let me know when it's ready.
And a Polaris Dagor, which is just a transport vehicle. As for the independent, they are the AAF. They're back, everyone. I can never remember for the fucking life of me.
That's a G3 and an F2000, a PSG1, Mini-Me, AT4, MG3, RPG32, and an MP7.
Yes, yes. I can never remember it. But anyway, they have a single warrior, same thing. It's going to have the minigun belt and also an AP autocannon. They have the OPFOR alternative of the transport vehicle, but then they have 4 normal transports. So they have a good maneuverable. So I imagine the Polaris Dagger and the LSV are going to be for the Mike teams for maneuvering.
Yep.
Quickly. But other than that, that's independent and Blue Force stuff. Do you want to take away our roster?
All right. Go ahead and go on roster. I'll start with Green Force since I'm over here. Emil is going to be commanding with Henry as his 2IC, Norris leading Alpha with Cullen, Balloon, Marstick, McKee, Hasser, and Erickson. Fawn's leading Bravo with T, Murphy, Bursty, Rodrig, Ghost, and Snodge pair. Foxtrot being led by Nemesis with Cullis, Nekomata, Iander, Whiplash, Grav, Fancy, and Puma. Mike being led by Bates with Curie and Gates. And then the Warrior IFE is going to have Cats, Goose, and Yanni.
Sorry, I need to hold a second. I just watched fucking Horno ace glitch his way up onto a roof. Like, you know that spinny glitch thing?
Yeah.
He climbed the wall like Spider-Man. Did you know you could do that?
No.
I don't know how to... You know when you spin and then ace jump? Not ace jump. Fucking... Not ace. Enhanced movement glitch.
So he just enhanced movemented through the floor to get on the roof, is what you're saying.
No, he went up the wall like Spider-Man. Okay, sorry, continue.
I mean, good for him, damn. But otherwise, Batty commanding Blue 4, Ash leading Bravo, Tackleberry, Major Con, Mike, Eric, and Kabubi Face, NASA leading Charlotte, Kerrigan, Zixme, Cheeseburger, Lolo, Depso, Kremet, Horno, Wombat, Elizarin. No, I was right, Elizarin. All right. And Rizbo, Volti leading Echo with Donatus and Desert, Wiki Quartz leading Mike with Pulgrim as the AT gunner, Grishowski and Skipu as the assistants, and then Haran and Gazog taking the Badger IFV. That's it. That's all we have. Let's look at the sector. Well, so we have a terminal. That's by Blue 4 spawn. The sector is just to the south. There are 3 mined bases, and then there's a terminal objective all the way to the south as well. I'm going to go look in the mined area here and see if I can find any, to see if they're actually there or if they're scripted.
Is this the map we did? We did Anti-Stasi on that one time.
In Pro Gamer Dudes community,
yeah.
Yes.
No wonder I'm getting fucking PTSD of the certain areas I'm looking at.
Good. Yeah, so we have a bunch of vanilla bouncing. Oh my god, there's a lot of vanilla bouncing Betty mines at the entryway. Oof. Seems to be only at the main entryway, though. I'm not really seeing any others at any other portion of the...
Which AO is this?
AO here, the yellow exclamation point closest to the northern Blue 4 objective. I think they only mined the entry points.
What mines have they got? No, they did not, Liru. They did not only mine the entry points. Everything is mined in here.
I mean, I'm checking all 3 of them. I only really see the entryways mined.
Liru, go to the floor.
Yeah, I did.
Is he not seeing what I'm seeing? I'm seeing genuinely about 150 mined, like, everywhere. In the middle. Like, you can't step through this place, you will die immediately.
There's not even any mines in the southwesternmost objective.
Yeah, okay. I think I see... That's such a weird choice for mines. Okay, so you're right. They have mined the entryway. But...
Yeah, at the main entrance for the top right. Yeah, you got like 150 around the start, but then there's no other mines.
Yeah, that is stupid. Why would you not place more mines?
And then there's a weirdly non-textured object of rocks.
Wait, what the fuck? It's RuneScape.
In that, yeah, you see that?
I'm gonna go start mining for some copper. Get my mining skill up.
I don't know, man. But yeah, big amount of mines and then nothing.
Okay,
past that point.
Literally, you don't even like. The thing is, with these areas, there's another opening over here. Did he put mines over here? He didn't even put.
Malin confirmed it. He says he didn't bother because there shouldn't be anyone over there.
Okay, so he did mine the other entrance, Yeah, but people are.
So he didn't even mind the bottom left one. He only mined the entryways of the other two because they shouldn't be there. But you know,
okay,
the players will find a way.
Why do they? Why would you? Why?
Ian, no, I got it.
No one's ever gonna go down here. Why do this one all the way at the bottom left?
You know what? Just because Malin said that, I'm going to now join Blue 4 and just go to that military base and stay there for the 20 minutes. Well, actually, no, this round won't take 20.
I'm going to go there, and I'm going to set them all off and make it safe. And then, I don't know what I'll do from there, but... No, this is what we find. This is where someone who hasn't listened or hasn't read the brief walks into one of these areas and blows up and then complains.
To which I reply with, bitch, 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 bitch. I love doing that to people.
What?
Bitch, 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 bitch.
Who are you saying that to?
People that complain.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah.
That's what you said.
Yeah, no, I thought you were just saying that to me because I said that and I got really confused.
I really want you to come to Stillwater with me, buddy. Come tomorrow. It's gonna be great.
It's 3 in the morning, Liru.
Yes.
Last night.
I have to Zeus Saturday or Sunday at 3 in the morning. So if I can do it, you can do it. Come on.
Okay. All right.
Come on. You can do it.
Who are you Zeusing for at 3 in the morning?
Don't worry about it. Gondor's Australian community.
Okay, and
if I have to Zeus and actually use my brain, you can just show up to an op and chill.
Did they pay you?
I'm sorry, I didn't catch that. My headset was off. What?
Did they pay you?
God, I can't hear Dream for some weird reason.
Can you hear me now?
He does got me there. Shit.
Do you know what I get up if I stay up at 3 in the morning?
A giant dick in your mouth?
Exactly. I get bullied for 2 hours and I go to sleep when the sun's coming up.
Yes. But it would mean a lot to me.
How so? Isn't it 1 life? Is it still 1 life?
It might be, yeah. Which means if you die, you can immediately go to bed.
Yeah, but then I stayed up until 3 in the morning for no reason.
Hey. If you do it, I'll stop selling your feet pics.
I don't care if you keep selling my feet pics. It doesn't affect me.
I don't have any leverage on this man. Someone dig up leverage on Dream right now.
All you're doing is just starting up a possible future business.
Yes, they're trapping themselves. I don't know why. Also, Green Force trapped 4 of their people in a cargo crate, and
Good.
Yeah.
Who is it? Give me.
Well, I can't stop Dream from having a skill issue if he got beaten by an 11-year-old. That doesn't give me leverage against him.
Beaten by an 11-year-old. He turned a fucking cobra on me. I couldn't do much against that.
AK, you lost to an 11-year-old.
No, and you shot me during our
okay, AK, you lost to an 11-year-old.
I didn't lose the 11-year-old. I beat him.
You beat an 11-year-old? Dream. I know you're a Tory, but damn. Dream, it's okay. Dream, it's okay. I'll delete the audio recording if you come to Stillwater tomorrow. Yes, we got it leverage. I would hate to tell everyone I know that you beat 11-year-olds, okay?
I didn't beat 11-year-olds. What, you going to tell them I accidentally swore in front of an 11-year-old like 17 times after being...
Dream. This is looking really bad for you, okay? If you had a lawyer, I think they'd advise you to keep your mouth shut right now, okay? But, again, if you come to Stillwater tomorrow, we can just forget about it, you know? We don't have to talk about how you physically beat 11-year-olds, okay?
Physically beat 11-year-olds?
You just said you... I don't know, Dream.
In a video game. I beat him in the video game.
Yeah, in Minecraft, right? Yeah, oh, wait, now that makes sense, because you're Dream! Oh! God, this is getting better and better. Dream, come on. You gotta play Stillwater, okay? Otherwise, the accusations will never stop.
I will be... Look... If I go to what do I get out of it?
Molly, where are you? Molly, are you here? I need you to make sure he's awake.
She has no effect. She's asleep at that time anyway.
But she'll get to watch you be miserable.
Dream is secretly a No, I'm not secretly a Minecraft streamer. You have to pay me to play Minecraft. No, you're not waking up for that. Because I don't get anything out of it, guys. to watch me suffer. That is it. That's what everyone else.
You get my appreciation of you for like a month.
A month.
Hey, that's pretty good. Usually I can only stand you for like 2 days.
Boyfriend? I don't want boyfriend points. I want to be a great boyfriend. Definitely, 100%. I don't.
Literally, I will write down on a sticky note and put it on my wall, be nice to Dream, and then I'll write the expiration date for 30 days from tomorrow.
Is that what I get? I just get, like, someone else being nice to me. Look, I live in the world of people not being nice to me.
Dream, I'll even sell you a really good gun to use for tomorrow.
You'll sell me
for a very fair price.
Didn't you guys all get white last time, so you had to reset everything?
No, we haven't reset anything. I have a few good guns still. I can give you a scoped L1A1.
Quebecer, I don't want Molly sandwiches because she has, I think, like, what is it, like Marmite and ham? That thing sounds despicable.
Sell him a mortar.
I can't actually remember what she said she has. I think it's actually worse than that. Look, I will see if I am awake.
So I'm gonna have to text you, like, a bunch of times. Okay.
My phone is on silent half the
Okay,
time.
Molly, fix that.
Molly,
just kick him in the testicles a few times. That should wake him up.
She's in a different place to me. We don't live together.
Ooh, I'm sorry.
You will drive to my house. You don't have a license.
That doesn't stop you. That doesn't stop. Who's that stop?
I was expecting you to make a British joke there, and you missed it. You can drive. Well, Sho can I drive? I can drive a car as well, but you're not coming in the house.
Molly, break in.
Public transport. I will put my L plates on. Yeah, of course you'll put your L plates on. You're a walking L.
Oh. Oh, damn. God. I get it. So you get beaten by an 11-year-old, and now you have to beat your girlfriend verbally to feel better about yourself.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, Liru. Yeah. Yeah. That's it. That is exactly it.
These accusations are getting worse and worse, Dream. You should really play Stillwater tomorrow.
You know what? I don't think coming to Stillwater is going to fix me verbally. Molly, you can't say I beat you up in a Twitch chat.
I mean, she could get you in trouble for that because now Britain's cracking down on any, like, speech, so... And they usually, yeah.
You should have just said that Britain are cracking down on, beating women, not speech.
Well, I'm saying she could, like, make something up and then, like, put it on your social and then you're screwed, you know? But she won't do that if you play Stillwater. Also, Brig, thanks for the raid, buddy. I'm trying to gaslight Dream into playing an op tomorrow with me. Because it's pay for pay and I want to use him as a meat shield. You know, funny enough, look at the map and the black lines. We're actually, we kind of called this one.
Holy shit.
Yeah, like, yeah, interesting.
Yeah, they can see the lines.
Cat's got glitched out of the warrior, so he's getting remounted on there. But Brig, what were you playing? Arma, I'm assuming. But what was the op?
Lee, what's your opinion on a mayonnaise and cheese sandwich?
Wait, real quick. Malin, you could see our lines? Can everyone see our lines when we do that?
No, Marlon, because Marlon's in Spectator.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Sorry, can you answer my question? Mayo and cheese in a sandwich.
Yeah, that's not my cup of tea. I'm sorry.
Thank you. Thank you.
I mean, you're the one that likes putting beans on toast, though, so if you ask,
Most people in Britain like putting beans on toast.
Okay, well, that is why your local government is starting to arrest you all for free speech. Anyway.
No, not taking.
Alright, so the Warrior's now going down a side road here. Green 4 starting to try to drive through the jungle and is running into difficulties because they're trying to drive trucks through a jungle. Who would have saw that coming? You timed Molly out?
How the fuck does she went over to your chat? God,
I love how your first response is, how the fuck did you know that? Damn, Dream. The accusations are not looking good on you, buddy. You should really play Stillwater.
They weren't meant to, your chat weren't meant to know that. Oh no. It's alright, guys, she's getting untimed out.
Yeah, only after you got found out. Damn.
Send in GOAT Team 6
Oh.
now.
Liru loved the content
been
and
untimed
told
out.
Dream that if he doesn't
okay.
come to Stillwater, I will
Chat.
shove a blowpipe missile off
Maybe
his
I'll
chest
do
and
it.
go
I
in-
don't know yet.
So, I'm getting a sub message here. That says if you don't play Stillwater, there's going to be some blowpipe missiles that hit you in the next Pog Op.
Go ahead, you'll get banned.
I don't know. I mean, as the Zeus, I don't think I saw it, Dream. Nah, it was clearly green 4 blowpipes there. Ooh, that's a tough one, Dream.
Then I will take it in stride and Pog will lose a jet. Wait,
I
is
don't
this-
know.
No,
I
know
mean,
who this is big. Big, you couldn't hit a broadside of a barn with a blowpipe.
Yeah, it's totally
so I'm
big.
not worried at all.
Anyway, Dragon thanks to 713, so he'll keep doing the absolute
And if
nice
that
kick out of this
isn't
scenario.
big, then oof, I was still...
It's more than one person.
It's more than one person?
Yeah, it's
Well,
like a
half-
squad worth of people.
Is this your chat? This is your chat, right? Yeah, I'm not worried about any of them.
Okay. All right, Gondor. Freak thunderstorms are gone, so, you know, hopefully the power doesn't blow up again.
Why is everything
How are you
slugged
doing?
out?
I gotta get you sorted for this weekend. Last night delayed the shit out of me, and today is gonna be a little crazier, but I will get you stuff by 12 hours from now, give or take. Ooh, they're putting AT mines on the road. There's an actual blue 4 AT mine at the intersection of the roads for the MSR and 2 SSRs at 012952. Nice. Actually, a really good spot for an AT mine, all things considered.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's ever... They put it in the middle of the road, which I think is the dangerous thing to do.
Nah, they'll never see it coming.
Well, it doesn't help that all the blue 4 are sitting around it, either.
They'll never see it coming. Also, Green 4 actually chose the widest angle to drive around, just to end up at the same bottleneck that the Warrior's covering anyway. That's actually amazing.
Do you remember when I said green 4 are going to go all the way... Actually, no, I said blue 4 are going to go all the way out there. I was kidding when I said that. And apparently now they're going to the water. Okay.
Yeah, I think they got lost. Oh, boy. Valkyrie sent me a video clip of the accusations. Oh, it's not looking good for Dream. Anyway, I mean, op-wise, Green 4 is literally going the routes we predicted. There's not anything to cover here until we actually get some action here, because, again, it was predictable. Oh, Molly, is there some sort of, like, British agency? Is there some British agency you can report them to?
You know what she did? Because you know what she did? She was making fun of how I look, so I replied in kind, and now apparently I'm the bad guy.
Ooh, I don't know. Is there, like, a British, like, police force you can contact? Because this is probably domestic abuse.
Because she said my forehead is incriminating, so I said your forehead is incriminating, and she said you can't even see my forehead, so I said, yeah, you kind of behind your...
IFV is engaging the Warrior. And has scored multiple hits. Warrior tries to smoke it out.
But they aren't moving.
Yeah, they might be stuck in place.
Are they tracked? No, Yanni's dead.
The driver is dead, yes.
And
Katz is turned out, trying to assess the situation from his gun. The IFV is slightly off. Cats gets off just as the vehicle starts getting smacked. He's in the turret.
And turns the wrong way.
He's looking around.
And he disappears.
And he dismounts, okay. Molly has replied that she will now peg you.
She, again, coward, she won't.
Pay for peg. You gotta pay me for that, though. Alright, smoke runs out. And will the Badger open fire? It does! And there goes the vehicle. Wah, wah. Another question is, how many kills can the Badger now get with the Green 4 IFV out of the picture?
You still have Green 4 Mike team, though, who are currently on the other side of where they can see them.
So
Very
completely ineffective. Got it.
Completely ineffective.
Excellent. I don't know why they'd be going... Are they going through the forest over there? Yes.
Yep.
Why are they going through the forest when there's all this open ground that they can cover instead, where the vehicle is more than likely to be? Who knows? It's F and F.
Really fast and maneuverable Vic.
Mm-hmm. Oh, man. If only.
If only things like the things that should happen happen. Unless the Badger IFV decides to roll up on to this field here where Mike team have a direct line of fire on them. But Mike team are perfectly at the right time leaving.
Hold on, there's a blue 4 vehicle driving down the road. We do have some green 4 nearby. Will they be close enough? They can hear the vehicle, but they're not close enough to engage it.
IFV is coming over. If Mike team were looking, which I think now they've opted for a retreat back to their vehicle, then it would have been perfect. But
What are the chances of the IFV running over the AT mine?
you'd hope 0. Don't drive the road.
Darn. I was hoping.
It could still happen. We wouldn't be able to see marks. I wish we could see marks on that. Mark, is it possible to make it so we can see their marks on that, or is that annoying? Wait, why is the Badger?
No way.
No way. No.
AT's out, but he's in the... Wait, there might be a spot where he can shoot it.
They're stopping. They're stopping. They're stopping.
Are you... What is this?
This is the worst.
He missed!
They missed.
He missed because the Badger pulled forward. There's still an opportunity. Nobody pulls the shot. That's why you don't rush. Like, I was watching his perspective, he immediately, like, lined up and pulled the trigger without, like, waiting for a second. Because he aimed at the literal back end of it, and the vehicle just happened to pull forward. Like, he had time to develop, like, either get closer or, like, move... It's fine.
He definitely knows because now they're sitting in the commander seat, trying to find him. I mean, I guess you would know it's an RPG being shot next to you.
Probably.
You'd hope. Hold down there, firing. Squad lead has been spotted, but that gives the game the direction to look in now. Oh, Gates might have just found. No, that hill. There's just a little hill blocking against the view.
This is going to be a long round, by the way, because we have a lot of outflankings here being done by Green 4 to basically bypass where Blue 4 has decided to play a bit of a proactive defense and keep the objectives completely empty.
It's literally, if big map go all the way round, if small
they will
map,
always go all the way around. It's like, I don't get it.
yeah, if big map go all the way round but bigger, And if small map would go all the way around, but maybe a little bit smaller.
Curious if Mike's gonna drive up to the dead warrior. But they have their AT out, which makes me think they haven't even been told that the warrior is dead.
I hope they shoot it. That'd be really funny.
Yeah, they actually...
Wait.
They're looking at the dead warrior right now. Like, huh? How did that happen?
It's fun when the other teams all fully abused the full thermals they had.
Badger popped its smokes and is pulling out. I just think it didn't want to give Mike a chance to get a shot on it.
Thing because Maul and Frogget to script them out.
Ooh. Yanni, thanks for a 40-month resub. Yanni is apparently complaining that the Badger had full IFE thermals and used it to find them. I
don't think it did, because I've been watching through their POVs. They've been using the commander, but they haven't been using any thermals. Which we can see thermal vision, can't we?
Yeah, I mean, it was literally opposite hilltops across the airfield, so I'm not sure it was a thermal thing. I think they literally just spotted you. I mean, what's our render distance?
1750. Really high. 1750 meters, so yeah, that was not...
Yeah, so you guys were at the edge of the, like, within 100 meters of the edge from, yeah, because if I move the camera there, it's at about 1,600. Well, again, they were literally right here, and if we look on the map and we look, that. Okay. Not my circus, not my monkeys. I guess you can take it up with Malin then.
Yeah, no. I think they just saw you naturally, but again, we weren't looking directly at them at the time, or in their viewports. But what I did see is I saw the Badger using its... What the Badger's been doing is it's been using its command turret, or commander seat, to hard focus.
Yep.
Positions, whether the commander seat has thermals or not, which they should be scripted out, but I know there's been times where they've been scripted through. Or missed or whatever. But I don't know, because I don't do any coding or anything.
I'm trying to think if we're going to see Op4 either try to flank around, hit the southern terminal first, or do a pincer attack on the terminal and sector site. I mean, they're set up pretty well to do it, but we'll just have to see how things go. Oh, but still going to be a lot of maneuvering here, and even if they hit the objective, then they're going to have to go south to the other one. Blue 4 is going to have a few guys cut off, but if Green 4 executes this right and they do a successful pincer attack on both sides, that should pretty much overwhelm the entire objective. And now we wait and see. Whew. So how's everyone's day? Since we're at a little bit of a pickle here.
My team of Rio did, but this Badger's... I think this Badger's place is playing really smart. I think it's not staying in one position for too long and using its colors to take color, and it also knows where Mike team is now. So it's always got sort of that general idea. But yeah, this is a long one.
Very dangerous for Mike to push out of the road, knowing that there is an IFV literally looking at that spot. Thankfully, the IFV is moved, but I think Blue 4 actually took a shot or two at it because I just saw some. Oh wait, no, they're just guessing shots at that position. All right.
Yeah, Mike team seems. I guess Mike team could probably wrap all the way around to. Yeah, it seems like they're going to wrap around. They're going to follow where their Vic was, so down the airstrip. They'll come behind Mike team. But this Mike team is actually... Blue 4's Mike team is about to drive right into the back of Alpha. Which which Norris has noticed. As Mike team pull off, I don't know, obviously they're not going to see any of them, but Alpha now know they've got a team on their 6, so if Mike's team dismount here, then...
Nah, I think Mike's just driving around on patrols. I mean, I'm hoping we'll see a payoff here. At this rate, I think Green 4 is going to sandwich those objectives. We might see Blue 4 run their Mike team down to defend the southern terminal, but Green 4 is just going to bulldoze because there's a big chunk of Blue 4 forces out of position.
Yeah.
Green 4 is attacking in ways that the Badger IFE is going to be completely ineffective to defend against, so it's just a moot point on that regard. And even then, you've got Green 4 Mike hunting the Badger like it's a white whale, so...
Well, they're not doing a very good job of it.
I mean, they made one panic call in the moment. I already called them out for it, but, you know, it's PvP. People are going to do those sometimes. And then
I'm noticing one of them died somehow. And I don't know if you saw that, but one of Greenfield Mike died.
It wasn't to the IFE, so I'm assuming it was Kerrigan.
Kerrigan.
With the marksman rifle at that Blue 4 position. And actually, if you look through a scope right now, you can see the body on the tree right there.
He's having a look at his kill.
Yeah.
What a shot by Kerrigan. That's a pretty impressive.
That is a pretty good shot.
shot.
Blue 4 just noticed Green 4 pushing through, and the fighting has begun.
More like T pushing ahead all on his own and getting himself caught early before his teams have maneuvered into proper position. But it doesn't really matter. Alpha are going to have to push into a Blue 4 line anyhow.
This could work out in Blue 4's favor, though, because we might see Blue 4 turn all their forces around on the outside and focus on where they saw that one Green 4 guy, which is going to create a massive opening on the rear.
Yeah, look at the guys who are next to the AT mine.
The what?
The AT mine at the intersection. Oh,
they're pulling in, but they got spotted. But again, I feel like this is going to pull all of Blue 4 away and create a very big opening for Green 4 to touch the objective. I mean, there isn't really a winning strat for Blue 4 here. They have to either send the forces to try to envelop that force and create an opening for Green 4 to hit, or they keep their forces divided and things will evenly trade, which will leave Green 4 the victor. So, not much that can be done here, unfortunately.
It's literally just
AT shot from the north.
It's last round, but bigger.
Badger driving. I think Mike took a shot at it, but missed. Giving Horno credit here. He is trying to flank around, but he is a medic, so. Henry with a really good grenade throw. Does it roll enough? Horno ducks behind the tree at the last second.
Bercy, I think just took... Yep, I think I might have been...
Yep, that was Horno on the right flank then. Blue 4 down to only 5 people here. Green 4 had that number advantage, and Green 4 starting their attack on the other 2 objectives with a lot of Blue 4 out of position.
I think T actually got killed on maneuver by Echo, because I'm not seeing any position Desert, Multi, and Don. Yeah, Don got another kill with that marksman rifle. One of the Green 4s tried to go and support, but T just got shot in the back of the head. Lots of smoke, lots of shooting. Zixme, the powerhouse, you would say here. He's got that 249.
Lolo pushes Snodgepair, but runs out of ammo as Snodgepair finishes putting a new magazine in, and Snodgepair just kills him for it.
Is Rizbo reload glitch for you? Because his thing is still up for me.
Oh, I don't know, man.
Dead.
Oof. Green 4 now pushing in the objective and taking it. I don't see any Blue 4 heads turning around. They haven't noticed that that box has started ticking. But we do hear some gunshots now as some Blue 4 are being engaged. Jabby gets knocked out. Eric trying to look around. Colin getting the double tap shots on Jabby there.
Badger needs to kind of defend himself around. Blue 4 now down to 3.
Yeah, but they're on the flank now, and they might be able to divide up Green 4 here and get some decent kills.
Zixme's on 1 since I killed him. Yep, he's just making sure the team second. So I imagine that must have been Fonz. Yep, Bravo squad lead is down via Zixme. Zixme with that 249 is a scary beast. Still have not realized that it's being capped from under them. So honestly, at this point, they just need to touch the... So... Honestly...
Ooh, NASA almost got a nice GL on Marsic there.
You don't want to risk it and send a team down south to do the terminal. You just want to clean this place up as soon as possible. Get that terminal touched off and then maybe send a small detachment down.
They got some Blue 4 cut out in the open on the eastern side. The IFE is here to assist, though. But you do have Green 4 Alpha firing at some of the infantry.
I don't think they've been caught out. They've been here as a defensive measure for the entire time, and it's kind of now worked in their favor that Alpha has bypassed them and attacking some of their dudes in the forest. Now meaning that they can move back through. I think Norris took a couple shots, but Norris doesn't quite realize that he gets
nasty GL right there.
Now they're starting to realize that Tackle's taking shots as Tackle gets absolutely decimated. But this is perfect time for this Badger to move up and just start laying waste to the entire tree line.
But will they?
Probably not. We're still strong with 3 dudes. Elzaran's currently taking fire. Carrigan's trying to fight them off with that marksman rifle. Zixme's a little bit away from the group and is actually about to catch Henry out in the open. That's a really not. Oh.
Zixme getting a good keyhole. I just saw him get the drop. He's on 3 kills.
Very, very almost got the person Zixme just killed almost got a really the tree last minute.
Yeah, so this group between Kerrigan's 2 kills and Zixme's 3 have now made it even on that side, but Green 4 are still continuing this assault. Really, it's up to NASA and Kremet up here to halt the Green 4 advance to the south. NASA on 2 kills, Kremet on none, but he is suppressing. He did just get a kill as well. Funny because Green 4 is trying to throw grenades up here, but they can't because it's too high. NASA throws one in retaliation. Doesn't get there, though.
Cut this team down to a 3v3.
Yep. Mike, meanwhile, on the rear, catches some Green 4 moving from the west. AT even goes out, but Nemesis dodges.
He's the T-1000. He's old enough to be it.
Green 4 Mike might finally get their opportunity here as the Badger pulls out. Gates pulls the AT out. Curie gets knocked out. AT goes out. It's short! And the AT gunner goes down.
And now they're about to get rinsed.
Yeah.
Bates throws a smoke in prayer. And now this is just mean.
The number situation is starting to turn around. Blue 4 could still endure because Green 4 have not been able to capitalize on the terminal site. Let me guess, the Badger just one-tapped the poor guy in the head with an AP round.
He was sitting behind the tree thinking he's safe. The AP went around 4, and I saw 4 blood spatters.
Amazing.
4 separate. You know when you get hit, your blood, like the blood comes out to
Bro
signify
got
a hit on that
pasted.
bit. He got hit on his head, his chest, and his legs, I think.
Amazing. We have Emil beeline it to the southern terminal site. He'll probably be able to catch that, but again, the important one is this other terminal. Puma now coming up. He can't climb, and he gets knocked out because he falls!
Oh, dear. Ouchies.
Absolutely incredible. Green 4 just do not want to develop from the tree line. They're also pinned at the other sector area, unwilling to move up. Blue 4 could potentially send a few guys to now try to sweep. You got Zixme pushing where Snajapair is. Looks like they're in a 1v1. Zixme taking GL fire.
I genuinely think this Blue 4 team that moved in from the crossroads to fight this Green 4 won, like, I wouldn't say necessarily won them the game, but the action really took out of them. There
Kerrigan
you go.
gets the
All
headshot.
the Green 4 on the Western were cleaned up before they could even get an eye into the fight, because it left Foxtrot and Alpha, and especially Alpha, who had where a proactive defense works, because all of these little, like, rear elements that
Wow.
around. Whereas if Green 4 just hard focused attacking the main objective, sure, maybe you would have taken some fix from behind, but if you always keep cover to your rear, you don't worry too much about it.
And he gets killed by Ander.
The mistake Green 4 made here was allowing themselves to get caught out and start turning around and fighting in these trees and get picked off slowly, meaning there was no one to attack the main objective. So when Foxtrot mounted their attack, they had no support and have been cleaned up pretty easily. And
Honestly, yeah. Yeah, no, you hit that right on the head.
Except for Alpha, maybe turning this around against Bravo and taking them out, it's not looking great. They still have a chance, don't get me wrong. But...
I don't think Green 4 has a chance. They've got way too many people in a forest that aren't supporting, like you said. The assault teams are now getting cut down as Blue 4 are pushing forces in to clean them up. I mean, we're down only like 3 guys here now. Grav... Oh, I thought that grenade rolled perfectly over the fence, but it got caught. NASA, I'm wondering if he's going to push over.
So the issue we see with it... Oh, Puma woke back up. Holy shit.
Yep.
The issue we see with it quite a lot in this one, especially when we get annoyed at it, is because when you do this proactive defense, you send a team around to take the other team from behind, or you have all these units trying to quickly make their way back in, is... The attackers tend to just not get distracted by the fighting behind them and just move in, but this time they did. Each team got distracted. Well, I guess the one that came from the crossroads, they didn't have a choice because they were coming at them head on pretty much. But Alpha here, they didn't need to turn around and fight Bravo.
Yeah.
But they did, leaving them now in a forest being units around them from all sides as Grav and NASA are about to fight.
Yeah, but they're both caught reloading. NASA, oh, he gets the kill. It's really just going to be up to Puma to touch the terminal, because if he can get the terminal, though I think Voldy just caught him. Is that mine still active at that door, though? That's the question. There's a mine on the door, but it's...
For.
Nope, it's not.
Puma's going to be able to touch it off, and this... Oh, Volty.
Oh!
Wait, Volty, do it. Oh, Volty walked around the mine. That was a flare mine.
It went off, but it's a flare mine!
Yeah, yeah, it's over.
Eric almost kills Batty.
Green 4 had, like, everything in their bag, but just individual teams getting distracted by fights they didn't need to take. Just a really good defense all round from Blue 4 as well, as Voldy gets friendly fired.
Again. Yeah, because Green 4 are still in this tree line. I don't know what they're waiting on.
Well, I think they know everyone's dead now, so I think they're just scared, like, to move in any direction.
Yeah.
They think every direction is going to be bad, as you have Foxtrot.
Zixme just killed Nemesis, I think.
Yeah. Me should be on quite a few.
He's on 4.
Yeah, Me on 4. That entire team like played out of their skin fighting that green 4-4. So we ended with Napster got 4, Carrigan got 3, Zixme got 4, Kremit 1. Yeah, so mainly the heavy hitters who you expect to get those kills.
Yeah, they're all target fixating on a guy on the opposite side of the objective.
Yeah. It's a single shot. Just took out one wheel, and I don't think they hit it in the right place to take the Vic down.
This is going to go to time, because even if Green 4 gets wiped here, you still have a meal on the southern side.
I think Emil is honestly waiting for someone to go and touch off that thing. I don't think Emil has quite realized what has happened.
Yeah. Well, no, he's actually spent the entire time just maneuvering down there on foot. Now Blue 4 doing a complete unified attack on where Green 4 are still in the forest here, and it's just, yeah. I think the only Green 4 player I still potentially trust to turn this around is Norris, but he's fighting such heavy hitters right now. I don't think we're gonna see it.
Yeah, he's got to fight Zixme as well, who's on fire, and NASA, who's on fire, who's just murdered another person to get 5.
Kerrigan on 4-2, doing some good double taps here.
Where is Zix? Is Zix? No, Zix is actually. I'm surprised Zix isn't running like direct line into the enemy. As you actually have Murphy here, who I didn't realize was still over here.
Rose launching pikes into the air.
He's mortaring them.
Yeah, Green 4, as Dream said earlier, it's because Green 4 got caught up and bogged down on every assault wave, and no one really pushed in to finish up the terminal with the sector, and that's what cost them, because otherwise they, you know, just had a meal to run down and take it, but because there was that apathy, that's why we're in this spot.
The way you can see what like really happened here is go look at everyone else's body, and then go look at all of Foxtrot's. Foxtrots are all in the main area, except for, I think Dopsy, who got capped while he was making the way across, and Nem, who was alive for the longest time and made his way around. Foxtrot were completely alone on this assault, meaning that from every angle that they shouldn't have been shot at from, or covered, or at least been covered from, you know what? In just the name of the game, you know what could happen here? The only way this ends is
Emil can't even get up to the other terminal in 15 minutes. Norris just died.
Look at Murph.
I know, but I don't think he'll have that 90-second window.
Oh no, I agree, but unless Blue 4 decide, haha, let's be funny and turn tail to go and fight the person who went up to the far southern one, I'm sure they'll be smarter than that and leave one guy on, but.
Yeah, and his bullets are hitting the top of the texture, and he doesn't notice.
Murph.
It's okay. It's okay. He'll get Kerrigan, right?
He will.
It's okay. It's okay. He'll get Eric, right?
Oh, you could look at Zix.
He won't get Zix. Zix will either get himself or kill Murphy.
Zix has got a GL because he swapped it for his 249 because he must have run out of ammo the amount of shooting he did down there. And Zix, you're right, Zix almost downed himself getting down the rock because now he
can Murphy channel his inner Audrey Hotto and secure the terminal to hold it for 90 seconds to win the match? No, let's find out.
Murphy's going to use the teleporter, bait everything.
Woo!
No, did you not? Why was Murph moonwalking? Why was Murph moonwalking?
Oh, hey, look, Emil found the vehicle, the Badger.
No, not again. Not the AP cannon, not again.
Who's over here? Rodrig? Rodrig, are you having a good time? Rodrig is not having a good time.
Murphy, the tree won't save you.
Wait, if that's Ash, where's Zixme?
Emil, the tree won't save you.
Wait, where'd Zixme? How did Zixme die?
Probably killed himself, like you said.
Did Murphy kill Zix? He's on 2. Shit, Murphy killed Zix?
Oh, there goes.
I did.
Yep. Emil's dead. Murphy got 6.
Murphy's channeling. Murphy's channeling. He's missing every single shot.
Stop saying words.
Words.
Stop saying words, Liru. Stop
Grenade.
it.
Murphy avoids the grenade. Oh, is he actually outflanking away? Eric's shooting. Ash climbs. Holy shit. Bro, ain't no way.
Murphy's channeling.
Ain't no way. Eric, miss.
Oh no, they're all running back.
It's a 1v5. I mean, if we're talking odds here.
Murphy's not in a 1v5 with them. They're in a 1v5 with Murphy.
NASA chilling on the roof. He's looking in the opposite direction, though, giving Murphy some wiggle room.
Eric, stop window
Murphy!
Camping. Eric, stop fucking window camping, you coward.
No, Eric's doing the right thing here. Murphy needs to figure out how to assault this position, but he keeps running in front of the windows.
Eric's running out of ammo.
Ain't no way.
Eric's running out of ammo.
Murphy, please. Oh, he's letting the Brew 4 guys get back up here.
No. He's not letting them. He wants them so he can kill them all and get his KD up. Oh dear.
Badger's chilling out of position.
This is my goat.
Bohemia coming around the flank.
Eric kills Skipu. Eric kills a friendly.
Holy shit. 1v4. NASA's stuck on Overwatch.
You coward, NASA. Stop fucking headbeating.
Pogrom?
Wait,
NASA misses the flank.
No, NASA is...
He fell and crippled.
I think go round. You have bigger gun.
Pogrom's pulling out the 18. He's gonna be calming his pants down, but Murphy doesn't check.
I think Pogrom noticed.
He did. He saw him. Now he's panic reloading. Oh, but here comes the Badger. Murphy, why are you target fixating on the Badger? What are you doing? Murphy! And NASA dicks him. Well, no, that was Eric. Whatever. That was...
Someone dicked
someone. Why did he run it? Okay, whatever. Thank you so much for watching. Go operate operation. We'll be back in a few hours. I'm going to go hang myself. Cheers and have a good one.
So...
See you for Stillwater, buddy.